In Taraba, where residents in the state capital have decried the harsh weather conditions in the state due to the onset of this Harmattan season. They described the situation as the most severe in the state's recent history and attributed it to climate change. That's the report.
The Harmattan season usually sets in from November, when rainfall has completely ceased. But this year in Taraba State, the period began from the end of September. Some residents of Jalingo, the state capital, told Trust TV that this year's dry season came with different challenges, including the excessive heat as a result of high temperatures that have surged to 33 degrees. They added that the situation is contributing to low economic activities in the market and other business places.
We do experience issues with the change of weather, such as diseases like cold and catarrh. And sometimes when it comes like this, it makes the person feel weak and you'll not be able to do your activities. And the weather also, sometimes it affects the vision. It affects the vision. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
We have never experienced this kind of weather condition before. The worst part of it is that the situation of power, which is not steady. If there is light, the situation will not be as harsh as it is. Government should please do something about it because the weather is not favorable at all. An environmental expert and director of forestry and wildlife, Taraba State Ministry of Environment, Chief Fancy Ibampi Rimakanati, said deforestation occasioned by felling trees for firewood and burning of economic trees which are not dry to produce charcoal are the major factors responsible for the excessive heat being experienced this year. He called on the perpetrators of such acts to desist from it for the sake of humanity and the environment as a whole.
In the morning, you see that everywhere is cool. And in the afternoon, you see it's extremely hot. And this hotness, and it will continue to grow. Maybe after Harmattan, then we now go into real period of high temperature. The Harmattan is this desert encroachment. Desert encroachment. It's a dust that are coming from all these desert areas.
Another expert, the Director, Climate Change Ministry of Environment, Lazarus Amadu, said government is doing everything within its powers to control the situation, stressing that a task force committee on felling and burning fresh trees was set up by the governor to check the activities of those involved in the act, in order to avert the dangers associated with climate change and weather encroachment.
When the environment is just clear, there's nothing to protect the environment, so the air can move anyhow, and then it will affect us. But if there's a tree that is planted, the trees will protect the air, because the air that is coming is not a good one. But when you plant a tree, that tree will filter the air.
A medical doctor at the Taraba State Government House, Dr. Caleb Agada, pointed out that the Harmattan season usually accumulates a number of diseases, both communicable and non-communicable, ranging from respiratory infections, dehydration, typhoid fever, to acute respiratory tract infection, among other diseases.
And weather has a relationship with health and diseases that may occur. Particularly during Harmattan period, is a period where the environment, the atmosphere tends to be dry, and then the moisture is less. So some conditions more associated that is associated with this weather are conditions of upper respiratory tract infection. So some of the symptoms, you find people complaining of sore throats. People may have catarrh, people may be coughing.
They need to take enough water, covering the mouth and nose with face mask and wearing thick clothes, among other measures, have been emphasized.